What do you think would happen if you actually applied yourself? Imagine if 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, you said, you know what, my success is so important to me that I'm actually going to try. And when I say try, I don't mean I'm going to give it a little try, a little attempt. I'm going to see how things go. I mean, I'm actually going to apply myself. I'm actually going to do my absolute best. I'm going to prioritize my goals. I'm going to prioritize my future over my short-term pleasure, over my short-term gratification. And I understand that it's going to be hard. I understand that it's going to be challenging. But in spite of that, I'm going to commit to apply myself. If you did make that commitment and you did follow through on that 2 years ago, 6 months ago, how different would your life be now? How different would your life be in this very moment as you're watching this video? Maybe you would be watching this video on a different device. Maybe you would be watching this video in a different location, in a different country, maybe in a different house, in a different living situation, maybe in a different mental state, maybe in a completely different body. If 2 years ago you made that commitment, you can see where you would be now. So why not make that commitment now so that the version of you in 2 years is able to see where you've been able to get to, rather than having to think about where you could have got. That version of you is looking at the real life manifestation of the result. The only way that happens is from you actually making that decision, from you actually applying yourself, from you actually waking up right now as you're listening to this video, in this very moment, snapping out of the trance that you've been in and saying, my future is more important. My future is more important than the short-term gratification that I've been prioritizing lately. And as I say this message, I'm thinking about the areas in which my life could benefit from a clearer focus on these principles. I'm thinking about the fact that even this week, I could have applied myself much more. But what I don't want to do is be thinking the same thing next week. So I'm thinking in awareness, I'm thinking in terms of how can I make sure that next week is even better? How can I make sure that by the end of next month, I'm in an even better position than I am now? And I encourage you to think the same. With that being said, you've been tuning in with Learning with Lamar. Let me know what you think of this style, this format of video. I may come with more like this. Just give me the feedback. With that being said, you have an amazing day, and I'll catch you in the next one.